adult acne.
Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm cheering for that.
Obviously, it can be incredibly isolating anytime you have it. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to uni.
No one is speaking about it and it has that taboo around it.
Exactly.
What I really want to emphasize in this episode as well is the psychological effect that this can have.
You know, feeling really self-conscious and having people comment, unsolicited advice from family and friends. Oh, you just need to eat better. You just need to wash your face more.
Never skip your SPF.
Do not skip your SPF.
SPF every day.
Every day. This podcast is for general information and discussion only.
We're both doctors.
But we're not your doctors.
And this podcast does not replace personal medical advice.
If you have any concerns about your health or anything else we talk about, please speak to a qualified healthcare professional.
Content may include sensitive topics, so listen in a safe space that feels right for you. Amber, I can't believe we've been best friends for 12 years now since medical school.
I know. I can't help but look back and just think how different we are.
I know. And I'm just so glad that as we've got older, we're looking after our health so much more. Like, I've even got a skincare routine now.
Speak for yourself. I've had a skincare routine for ages and La Roche-Posay's products have been part of that for about 10 years. I love their products so much. They're so good.
Oh my God, yes. I've just discovered their new Effaclar range. I started using the Duo Plus Moisturizer just a few months ago. And as someone who's prone to breakouts and blemish-prone skin where they're stressed, it is perfect. And it works super fast as well.
Yeah, so that's because it's got salicylic acid in, which is a key ingredient for blemish-prone skin. Effaclar unclogs pores and helps prevent breakouts, and it can even help to soften the appearance of post-acne marks.
It has genuinely improved my skin so much. I'm just so much more confident now. I just wish I knew about this at university. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Taboo Topics podcast.
We are back.
We are back. Thank you so much for clicking on. Today's episode is all about adult acne.
Yes, it is.
So just some trigger warnings.
We're going to be discussing some difficult topics today, including mental health, body image, and also suicidal ideation. So if that's something that you think you might struggle with, then feel free to skip this one.
Oh my God, as if this is episode 5 now.
I know. Oh my God, that's so exciting.
I know. We're over halfway through our first season. Also, I've missed you so much.
I've missed you so much. It's been about what?
A couple of weeks.
It's been 13 days.
The fact that you know that off the top of your head. I'm like,
why do you a countdown time until I get to see you again?
Oh, but you need to tell me, how was Thailand?
Oh my God, it was so good. Yeah, we had the best time. So we went to Thailand for my mum's 60th birthday.
Yes.
And yeah, it was amazing. So we flew out. It's quite a long flight. It's like 13 hours.
You're saying that like I'd be shocked. Yes, it's Thailand, babe. What do you think? It was like 4
really
hours to
far.
Greece.
But you know, like, I don't know, if you're going on like a 10-hour flight, you sleep for a bit, you eat for a bit, you watch a film, you're there.
Yeah.
13 hours just goes on and on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not complaining.
It sounded like for a second you were complaining there, actually. I heard some complaining in that, okay?
No. Very grateful. But how are you flying? What do you find? Do you get scared?
I thought you were like, how am I? I'm like, no, I'm sad. I'm not flying now. No, I love flying. Do you not flying? No,
so I used to want to be a pilot.
Sorry.
And I was going to join the RAF.
What?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I used to do, what's it called? Air cadets.
Did you?
Yeah. So I was like quite serious about being a pilot at one point in my life. Like I loved flying. And then I got a bit cocky and on a flight, I decided to watch a film about a plane crash.
Okay.
You know that film where the plane lands on the Hudson River? It's based on the true story.
Oh, is it Sully? No.
Yeah, isn't he called like, I don't know if that's the name of it, but...
With Tom Hankson? No, have I completely made that
It's
up?
been a while. I think, but basically he lands the plane on the Hudson River in New York.
Okay.
And I watched this when I was like on a plane.
How old were you, please?
This was about 10 years ago, maybe?
Oh, so it's not even that long ago.
No. And then since then, I'm a nervous flyer.
What, genuinely?
I get a bit touchy.
Oh no.
But no, the flight was absolutely fine. And then we got there. It was so nice. Oh my God. We were at this really nice hotel where you get the breakfast buffet.
Bougie.
It was really lovely.
You were at one hotel the whole time?
Yeah.
It looked like you were in like a little villa or something.
My mum got upgraded to a villa. So that was her room. And then we would like have the morning, we'd go to breakfast, have the morning like by the normal pool, and then at about 3 p.m. we'd be like, should we go to the villa pool?
Yeah.
And we'd have our own like pool party.
No, it looked so much fun. Because you were a few hours ahead as well.
Yeah.
So I'd be like sat having my lunch, and then you guys were all like round the pool, like having a little boogie with a cocktail. I was like, I want to be there so much.
Nice. They had happy hour from 3 till 10 p.m.
That's not an hour.
Not quite an hour.
What was the happy hour offer?
2 for 1.
What cocktails were you getting?
Margaritas. Oh my God, I love margaritas.
What, like a spicy mug or like a frozen mug?
No, I don't like the spicy ones. I love spicy food, but spicy mugs, not for me.
You don't like a spicy mug?
No.
Wait, what do you mean?
Don't like them.
I don't understand.
Standard mug.
What?
Yeah.
You must be the only girl.
I like
person.
a standard mug. I like spicy food, but not in a mug.
I don't like spicy food. I can't.
How are you hacking a spicy mug?
I don't know, it gets me drunk. I like it. It gets me a little...
I like it a lot.
How do you not like spicy mugs?
I don't know, Becca. We could go round and round.
I know, but
You can
I'm
ask me
actually
that question as
I
many
think
times.
the whole episode, this is going to be the most shocking part of it. Okay, so you had some non-spicy margaritas.
Had some non-spicy margaritas. Ate some amazing food. The breakfast buffet was insane. They had like a noodle station where they would like make you a noodle soup with all the things you wanted in it, all the curries. I know it's
Thai
breakfast
food
time,
as well.
but I literally do not care when it comes to being on holiday at breakfast buffet. I was having Thai green curry.
Oh my God.
I was having eggs made to order. I was having bakery. I'd always top it up with Nutella toast at the end as like a pudding. It was so good. Oh, wouldn't change it. And the other thing I was going to say, needed that bum gun. They had a bum gun in the toilet and I did need it this trip.
And did you have a good time?
What, with the bum gun? It was the perfect temperature.
For those who don't know the reference, on one of the episodes we were talking about how much Amber loves bun guns. So now she's been in Thailand, she's probably a very happy gal now.
I was just thinking about that episode, like, Becca could see me now.
Okay, so good holiday then.
Really nice.
Oh, did you feel coming back like refreshed as well?
So refreshed. Yeah, it was just what I needed. Could have stayed for another week easily.
Yeah, it's a long way to go just for a week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it was so nice. It was so relaxing.
I'm genuinely so jealous. I was like sat in cold London and it was rainy.
Having the longest January of your life.
But like that January was the longest January. I think that lasted
Look at
about 3
sadness
months.
in your eyes. Let's pick it back up.
Did anyone else have the shittest time ever? No, it was a long January. I'm glad January's over.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over for you.
This is why I messaged you being like, where did you go in Thailand? Because I was like, I want to book a trip at the end of Feb.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And so I have like, it turns out because of work commitments, I only have like 6-7 days now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think where I should actually go to. And I don't know, I was like debating going to Thailand. Like that's probably like a 13-hour flight. It's a long way to get. But where's going to be like good weather end of Feb?
Caribbean.
That's also really far away though, isn't it?
8 hours.
I was looking at
Get to Barbados in 8 hours.
Barbados as well. I was looking. But is it really sad to go do a solo holiday? Like,
no.
Do you think I should go?
Yeah, my mum's been to Barbados on her own a few times.
I don't know what I would do there. I genuinely don't. Like what
do you want to do? I guess it's what kind of holiday you are.
I can't really be that super active at the moment because obviously like had my injury. So now that I'm like out my boot and I can walk about again, because for reference, I've had a broken foot, which has been fabulous, hence the longest January of my life. But I want just one where I can walk along the beach, chill, read a book. I said I was going to read 12 books this year.
12? Okay. How many books did you read last year?
5.
Oh.
I think
enough. Yeah. I'm just basing it on my standards, which is very low. I was like, thought we'd be the same.
How often do you read?
Not as often as I'd like. I've got a target of 8 this year.
Yeah, I feel like 12 I was like 1 a month.
Yeah.
I've so far read none, so it's not going that well. So if I go to Barbados for a couple of weeks, I reckon I get a couple of books in.
You're going for 6 days.
Yeah. I don't know, I just think I'll be really lonely. But then that's when maybe I should go, because actually I feel like a solo trip every now and again is actually really important.
It's good for you, yeah.
I know, good for the soul.
I don't know. I've never done a solo trip in one place. I went to Australia traveling, but I feel like when you're moving around, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But it might force you to like just have some downtime and just properly chill.
Yeah, and I just block my manager on my you're not allowed to talk to me. No, so I'm debating going on holiday. I think I need it as well.
Oh, I love Barbados. I can give you lots of recommendations of like places to eat and beaches and stuff.
Okay. Well, in my head, I was like, I just wish I could just take a boy with me.
Maybe you'll meet the love of your life out there.
Well, that's not very useful because they live in Barbados.
Get them over.
Maybe.
Or it's an excuse to just keep going back.
I mean, the love life is not going to plan here. So I feel like I'm done with London boys now. I feel
Tell
like...
me, who have you been dating since I've been gone? How many dates have you been on?
Since I last saw you?
Yeah.
I think only one, you know. Though I've got... Oh no, should I say this?
Well, yeah, now you've said that, you have to.
I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday dates booked
With
in this.
different people. By Sunday, you're going to be so burnt out from dates.
I know. I was meant to have another one tonight as well.
Oh
but
my
then
God.
I forgot that we're recording this in the afternoon, not the morning. So I was like, I won't get back in time and I'll probably be outspoken by then. So I'm like, no, I'll cancel it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of realised I already booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday in. But I think I've only had one.
Who are they?
Just Hinge boys.
Have you ever met any of them before?
One of them is the Scottish man.
Oh, yay! Oh, he's getting a second date because you said no and then he bought that bottle of wine. And
Yeah.
So you're going to drink that wine? That's been quite a long time.
I know, because I actually rewatched that episode, like fact checking it afterwards, and then I rewatched it and I was like, oh, he was actually quite a nice boy.
So then you messaged him.
So then I've actually had second thoughts, actually.
I watched my podcast back, and given the other dates that I've been on recently on the podcast, I think
They've not
you
been
are the best one.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, got a date with him on Sunday, which would be nice. The other two boys, just random Hinge boys. And then I went on a date last week, which was...
What?
It was fine.
Oh.
No.
Why do you feel like there's
more to the story?
Yeah.
He it wasn't a Hinge boy. It was the first like non-dating app boy I've had in a while.
Who was he?
I know. Well, I had quite high hopes actually.
Yeah.
So he actually he was a guy on Instagram and his video came up and he was discussing Hinge prompts. He was like, these are all the good and bad Hinge prompts from girls. And I was
interesting.
I know. And I was watching it and I was like, ha, funny. I was also like, ha, he's fit.
You slid into his DMs.
No. So then I clicked on his profile and was like, he already follows me.
Perfect.
So I was buzzed about that. So obviously then followed him and then replied to his reel being like, ha ha. Yeah, basically. That's what happened.
Oh God.
So commented, and then obviously then he slid into my DM. So he's obviously then followed me. He's been following me on Instagram. So he's also
Since
seen.
when can you see?
I think he said on the date it was a while, but he obviously knew all about my dating mishaps because I post about them on social media as well. So we were kind of like jokingly messaged being like, lol, look at us, we're both shit on Hinge.
Okay.
And then I went to a spa with my mum and just got a bit tipsy on rosé wine.
Nice.
And then we just started like tipsy messaging. And then eventually I was like, sat there, I was like, I think he's flirting with me. And my mum was obviously like, ooh, ask him on a date, do it. And I was like, no, like I need to wait for him to ask me on a date. And then eventually he did. And then we went to a really nice wine bar that he picked. And you know how much I love a wine bar.
Had he been listening to your wine bar stories?
Apparently so. But took me to a wine bar and it was really nice. But I think it was just more like, friends and like since the date it's kind of been like the conversation's been neither. It's fizzled.
Okay. Oh well, you've made a friend if nothing else.
Right. A 6'5" friend.
Well, what's wrong with him?
So if anyone listening wants a 6'5" man, then I know a great one on Instagram.
Should we give him a shout out?
No, he doesn't deserve that.
Not quite that good.
No, he's not that good a friend. Anyway, should we get on with the pod?
We are discussing something which I think it's affected a lot of my close friends and family.
Yeah.
So it's one that they've requested that we do.
My friends said the exact same thing. When I said they're doing the podcast, they were like, you have to do it on this.
Really?
Yeah. But what are we doing it on?
Adult acne.
Woo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm cheering for that. I just feel like whenever we announce the title, we should be like, yay! Adult acne.
Yeah.
Have you ever suffered with acne yourself though?
No, I've been lucky enough not to suffer with acne, but one of my best friends in school had acne all through our teenage years and ended up becoming an expert on all things skin, to be honest, because she deep dived into it, and she's now the like friend that everyone goes to. I've literally got people that don't know her that will ask me and I'll be like, I'll put you in touch with my friend because
amazing.
She's literally so amazing. But it affected her obviously throughout her teenage years. And then I've got friends now that are getting acne and they're in their 30s or in their 20s. My sister as well.
How old's your sister?
She is 25.
And she's, you said the other day that she was getting it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, you kind of think it's a teenage problem, or that seems to be what society thinks.
I know, 100%. That's what you're told though, because everyone just says, it's just you're going through puberty.
Yeah.
And like, you didn't have at puberty though.
No, I mean, I get like spots here and there, but not acne.
I know. I don't think I've ever had acne. Like, I think I had spots, and like definitely like when I was really stressed at school during exams, I would have like a really spotty face. Like, I remember like, this is so sad, but like when my brother was like just been diagnosed with cancer, and me and my other brother just like, our faces just exploded with spots. I was like, great, now I'm ugly and grieving.
No,
that is so sad.
So shit.
But apart from that, I didn't really have any spots. And now occasionally I get like little hint. I'll get like a random one, like always on like a day when I'm like recording or something, I'll just get a random spot.
I know, me too.
Like I went to this, I got invited to this like dermatology like lecture thing the other day. I was like, great. And it was all filled with all the dermatologists, like all the best ones in the country.
Oh my God.
Where did I get a spot?
Right in the middle.
And it was like,
to be fair, you're in the right place. You can get them to tell you what to do.
But you can imagine dermatologists have the most glass, like flawless skin. And I was just standing there like this one spot in the middle of my forehead. Honestly, I was so self-conscious. And then I was like thinking, well, this is why it's such an issue. Because if I'm just self-conscious from having one spot on my face.
That's exactly what I was
people having acne, like, I can't even imagine like the psychological stuff that they go through as well. And I think that's why it's really important that we do talk about this and we really demyth why it happens and what the treatments are, because there's so much stuff, especially on like TikTok and online, about how to treat it. So we really just want to get into like the nitty gritty of like what it is and what causes it really.
Exactly. Especially focusing on when you're an adult.
Yeah, 100%.
Because obviously it can be incredibly isolating anytime you have it, because you can feel really self-conscious. And I know friends of mine have been like, I don't want to leave the house, I don't want to go on a date, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go to uni. And it can be really, really isolating. And then when you're an adult and you suddenly start getting it, you feel even more isolated because you're like, well, you feel like nobody else has it. And we also know that the impact on your quality of life is as much as people who have got other chronic diseases like asthma and arthritis, but it's often looked at as like a cosmetic issue.
There's a lot of stigma attached to adult acne. Like I think like when we think about why is it taboo, like I think people really associate it with it being people being unhealthy or like people not being clean.
Yeah.
When that's really not the case about when we break it down about what acne actually is.
Exactly, yeah.
What I really want to emphasize in this episode as well is the psychological effect that this can have.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of acne management is based on psychological management. Like a lot of the time, like my friends will say, oh, we've got acne and like it's really affecting them. I'm like, babes, like, can't even tell on like you, like as in like you look flawless to me, whatever. But you can see it affects them like mentally, and it affects their self-esteem, affects their relationships, affects their confidence, affects their work. And it's like then there's this whole other stigma about it and no one wants to talk about it because they're just so ashamed of it already.
Yeah, exactly. And that, as you say, it's a big part of it. And the research that's going into that now is to look at the association, because they know that there is an association with acne and having increased levels of anxiety. There's a twofold increase in depression in those who have got acne compared to the like general population. So that association is huge. And as healthcare professionals, you know, when we're seeing people with acne, we should always be asking them about their mental health. But that impact is huge.
So many of my friends have gone to doctors before and probably not had the attention that they kind of needed because it's not seen as this like life-threatening illness. I think a lot of people do see it as a cosmetic issue more than anything else, when that's really not the case. Like when we break it down into what acne actually is, it's this chronic inflammatory disease of the pilosebaceous unit, which is basically a really fancy way of saying like you've got loads of like follicles and like pores in your skin. These pores then basically get filled with like sebum, which is a fancy word for oil. And then these ducts get filled up. Then this gets infected with bacteria, which is then a fancy bacteria term.
C. acnes, which
what's it called?
C. acnes is the name of the bacteria, and that's where it gets its name, acne. But people who actually have acne don't have higher levels of that bacteria on their skin. It's just something that everyone will have, but it does play a part in the role of inflammation, which I'm sure you're about to go into.
No, but then you get this bacteria, which I guess you can't really affect how much levels you've got of it. And then obviously when you've got bacteria, then the inflammation comes to try and fix that infection, which is why you then get like those red spots on your face. We are here to break the stigma.
But we need your help. Please click that subscribe button.
It literally takes 2 seconds.
Have you done it yet?
Now back to the episode.
Then you get this inflammation, which leads to different types of lesions, and they can be in different parts of your body. So they can be on your face, your chest, your back. Actually, in adult acne, the most common place to get these lesions is on your cheeks and also kind of on your jawline, which obviously everyone's going to see. It's graded on a severity scale of mild, moderate and severe, and we usually use that to determine what sort of treatment we're going to start someone on.
Yeah.
We know people with severe acne and those with darker skin tones generally face more stigma around it.
How come?
Well, I think obviously if you've got more severe acne, it's more obvious to the general population and people are more likely to comment on it, or, you know, all of the stigmas and taboo around it of you're more dirty, you're not washing, you're eating the wrong things. People are going to have more thoughts around that. People with darker skin tones are already facing stigma around their skin. So I think the combination of the two makes it worse.
Yeah.
So I think that's important for people to bear in mind, and hopefully we're going to debunk some of those myths today. So what's actually the cause of adult acne? Why are people getting it?
Okay, there are so many causes of adult acne. I think one of them is like completely like genetics. And then I think there's a massive like hormonal link.
Yeah.
I heard something the other day when it was basically your hormones are when it's like you get a rise in your androgens, and then this releases like more oils on your skin, and then obviously the more oil in your skin, the more your pores can get blocked, and then the more you can get acne. And there was something she said about like all these P's, and it was like all the times in your life that you could get increased androgens or increased hormones. So it was like puberty,
Yes.
perimenopause, postpartum,
Yes.
PCOS.
Yes.
And there was another couple, but I can't remember for the life of me what they
God,
were.
so many P's.
So many P's. But I was like, there's all these times in your life when you have increased hormones or your hormones are changing. So your hormonal imbalance is a massive cause of it.
Yeah.
And I think PCOS is a massive cause of acne.
Yeah.
My friend has been suffering with acne for ages, and no one was really investigating for it. She ended up going as far down as going to a dermatology clinic, and it was getting put on like there's some strong treatment for it. And then she had an ovarian cyst rupture.
Oh my God.
Like a completely separate thing. Like, and then obviously then they scanned her and they realised that, oh, she needs to be under investigation for PCOS. And they were like, wait, you're under investigation for acne. Why has no one said anything about you having PCOS? Because if you've got acne, so basically there's a fact. It's around 30% of women with acne who will have PCOS, but it's only 3% of women without acne who will have PCOS.
Oh.
So surely all these women who are presenting with acne to their GPs or to their doctors, considering PCOS should be really under the doctor's radar, and it's definitely something you should consider talking to your doctor about. But I had no idea about that link, and I wish I knew when my friend was coming to me like saying she was suffering with acne. It wasn't until she had this ovarian cyst rupture that we were like, oh, now she's been diagnosed with PCOS. Like, just blew my mind.
You're so right. And I think if you're listening and you're struggling with acne and you've got any other symptoms of PCOS, so that you should go and have a chat with your GP. So that would be things like irregular periods, excessive hair growth, weight gain.
Yeah.
So all of those things. If you're getting any of those symptoms, go and have a chat just to get investigated for it.
No, 100%. What are some other causes of acne as well?
So other medical conditions. So we've already touched on PCOS, but other endocrine disorders like thyroid dysfunction as well. So again, if you've got acne, maybe just have a chat with your GP about having some extra blood tests just to look into those things.
And there's some other causes, just like smoking, pollution, and psychological stress can all like help lead to acne as well. I think because it obviously is an inflammatory condition, so anything that can cause inflammation in your body is also going to affect it, really.
Yeah, exactly. And then how can you actually manage acne?
Yeah, I think there's so much. I mean, I don't know. I'm obviously deep in TikTok social media world. So I feel like I see these skincare routines online being like, this is how to treat acne, all this kind of stuff. And even though I don't have it, like it just comes up on my feed. I don't know if that's the same for yours as well.
No, I don't think I'm in that
bubble.
algorithm.
You're too busy saving lives at the hospital whilst I'm just like doom scrolling on TikTok. Okay, so Say not for acne though, for spots, what's a weird thing that you've used or heard about for treating spots or acne?
I feel like, like yogurt, Greek yogurt or like natural yogurt.
I've definitely heard this actually when people are putting like yogurt and like I've seen it before. This is definitely a TikTok that people were doing. Is then they were like almost like putting like the yogurt bowls on their face.
Oh, so I just want to eat it.
Yeah, so whether it was like yogurts with them like chia seeds and then some like cucumber or whatever.
Yum,
I don't know if that's meant to affect your skin anyway. Ours was always toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
Or like
that was always in the American movies, like the teenagers. Yeah. They'd be like toothpaste in your face and I'd be like 10 years old watching it like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I wonder what the thought process behind it, whether it's like, toothpaste can't be acidic, can it?
Oh, I got no idea. No, it won't be acidic for your teeth.
No, that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, it's a toothpaste and then we used to call it grey cream, but it's Sudocrem.
Oh,
did you?
My boyfriend still puts Sudocrem on his spots. He like swears by it.
Oh, I genuinely thought it worked as a teenager, but I don't know if it's just like, I don't know what the mechanism could possibly be, but like, obviously,
I guess it's antiseptic, is it?
I don't know. Sudocrem comes in this little grey pot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And like whenever we were younger, this is like my childhood, like whenever anything was wrong, put grey cream on it. Like
sorts it out.
No, genuinely anything. Whether you had like, it was like when we were like nappy rash to then thrush, or it's like you've hurt your knee, or like you've got a bruise, you'd put grey cream on everything.
Do you know another weird thing this just reminded me of?
Okay.
When you get stung by a stinging nettle, my dad used to open up a cigarette and put tobacco on there. And it really helped.
Did it?
Yeah.
What, he's like just carried around a pack of cigs. He's like, I'm just doing it for the kids.
Well, he's a smoker, but yeah.
His dad smokes?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Heavy smoker.
Do you still smoke now?
Yeah.
Roll-ups or straights?
No, straights.
I don't know why I get.
I remember just being quite small and you get stung and be like, you're like, all right, 1 second. Open up the cigarette and put it on and it would help, but I don't know whether it was in my head.
Oh my God, I'm so going to look that up.
We're going to have to look this up.
I know. Well, I'm going to come back to this. We're going to write it in like the bio notes. Being like, this doesn't actually work. And we do not condone smoking as well.
You had grey cream, I had fags.
Right, anyway, should we talk about some actual treatments of acne? Okay, so obviously I think there are loads of weird and wonderful ways on TikTok and stuff, and I think when it comes to like spots and like general skincare, like there's obviously loads of different things you can use, but obviously acne is not just spots. It is a recurrent and persistent skin condition, which is caused by it's a chronic health condition. It's not just having a spot and thinking you can put a pimple patch on and it goes away. Like people who think that it's just not. And so there's like definitely like a whole stepping grade of the treatment. So if I was coming to the GP and I was like, okay, I'm suffering with acne, the first steps would be like topical creams and retinoids, wouldn't they?
Exactly, yeah. So I guess we don't want to bore everyone too much with like all the medical stuff.
I know, I'm conscious of being very sciencey today, haven't we? We've gone into full doctor mode.
And also it would be like tailored to the patient. And, you know, what you're started on might be different to what someone else started on. But there are, as you say, various things you can put on your skin. So there's benzoyl peroxide, which kind of helps to reduce the inflammation, and it's like a bleaching agent, so you've got to be careful with your
skin though, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got topical retinoids as well.
Yeah, so that's like tretinoin, isn't it? But that's also like a drying agent as well, but that has like a really good response. People either love or hate tretinoin, I feel, because some people like it obviously dries out your skin quite a lot. And then the last one was like, I can never say this. That's one of this. You can say the word, can't you?
Azelaic acid.
Azelaic acid. That's one of those words that like I had this all through medical school. Whenever there was a drug name, I couldn't say it. Like I have this weird thing when I see a word on a page, I can't say the word.
Maybe you're dyslexic.
Oh, great.
I have this weird thing and all the letters like move around the page.
I've just been diagnosed on the podcast. My mum and my brother are both dyslexic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That probably makes sense. Is that what it is?
I don't know, but maybe.
Anywho's. So back to what we were saying. So azelaic acid is another one of the topical creams you can use as well. And then the step up from that, so when you kind of get a bit more like moderate to severe acne, is when you can start taking like oral medications as well. So the options here are like antibiotics, the combined oral contraceptive pill, spironolactone, and then oral although oral retinoids the next one up, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yes, there's loads of options and they can all be used in combination with each other. And there's lots of different variations, but like this is very much like there's a whole guideline on it on the NICE CKS as well. And it's definitely something that you want to go speak to your GP about. And it's not something that you would like really mess about with at home, really.
We need monitoring.
Yeah.
And as you said, for the final step, it's Isotretinoin, which is also known as ROACCUTANE. I think a lot of people would know it from that name. And I've got a few friends that have been on that and it's really helped. When other things haven't helped, that has helped. And interestingly, I remember learning or being told that it can increase your suicidal ideation or it can drop your mental health. But looking at all the evidence, actually looking at the evidence, there isn't a causal link there. And
is there not?
No, there isn't. So
because I've heard this and I've also had doctors telling my friends like you need to be careful with your mental health because of that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's actually because we know whether it's a link between acne and having low mood or the circumstances, but they haven't found, from the research they've done so far, they haven't been able to find a direct link between the two.
That's so interesting. I'd actually love to see that paper because like I feel like that's something that people get told about, but then also one of the big issues with ROACCUTANE is that people don't finish the course because like with any of these treatments, it is not you take the tablet and it goes away. It's definitely at least like, 3 to 6 months with most of the treatments, isn't it? And I think a lot of the time with ROACCUTANE, people don't finish the course because the side effects are also really, really rubbish as well, aren't they? Like you can get really dry skin, your lips can go really, really dry. Sometimes when you drink alcohol as well, it can really like make you feel unwell because of the drug, because it is a strong drug.
It can affect your liver,
Yeah, so whether then that links to low mood as well.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, some people are all right on it, aren't they? But that's why you need to have it guided by a medical professional, because if you're getting side effects, you have to have regular blood tests and things like that. So there's a whole host of treatments available, and I guess we just wanted to let people know that if you are struggling, you're not alone and there is help there. And a big part of it is the mental health component as well. 100%. And that largely comes from the stigma around it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And, feeling really self-conscious and having people comment and unsolicited advice from family and friends, all of those things don't help. Saying, oh, you just need to eat better. You just need to wash your face more.
I'm really glad you actually touched on that whole like eating better thing, because this is something that I'm so interested about. And I know that your friend who does acne is really interested about it as well. It's that whole thing of, does what you eat affect acne? And fundamentally, from what we found, is like there's not enough evidence to say here or there, but we also know that there is probably some kind of link, isn't there? Because again, we know that like it's an inflammatory condition, and also we know that you've got the gut skin axis, you've got the gut brain axis. We know what you eat affects your health, and like that whole like you are what you eat situation. So we know there's a link there, and some people claim that like changing their diet, whether it's changing dairy or having like an anti-inflammatory diet or increasing your gut microbiome, there has been people saying it can help. But annoyingly, there's just not been enough.
The research isn't there to say this has caused this or this has helped this for us to be able to recommend things to you. But it looks like there could be a link. And there was one paper that I read that showed specifically semi-skimmed milk can make acne worse.
Really?
Yeah.
But why semi-skimmed?
I don't know.
But that's the thing. I think like, and this is what you then see about on social media as well, which is like social media realistically is, hence why we're also doing our podcast, is posting on social media, because we know how influential health can be on social media. And so that's why I wanted to debunk all these things. But as soon as one person says, oh, actually, if you cut out this, you'll then cure your acne, and then you then get all these like, mainly women, because it is mainly women affected by adult acne, then cutting out a million things from their diet, which is then going to cause a whole host of other problems. We are women who need a nice balanced diet of everything. There just needs to be some more research on it, because we know there's a link. So it's like, why are we not getting some funding to
do this?
Yeah.
I think the current advice is you should be having a balanced and healthy diet, and that is the thing that is most likely to help.
I'm conscious of like we're running on, so let's do some last little things that people can do to help with that acne, which they don't need to necessarily go to the doctor for.
Yes.
What can they do?
So cleansing with non-comedogenic products, you don't need to over cleanse, because this isn't caused by having dirty skin.
Yeah.
But cleansing is going to help. wearing sun cream.
Yes. Oh my God. But like, I think a lot of people then don't wear sun cream because, then obviously a lot of sun cream's already heavy and then it makes you feel really oily. And if you're already feeling oily because you feel like you have acne, then you're not going to do it. But like, if you find the right sun cream, it does make a big difference because sun cream can help with any pigmentation of your skin. It is really good at helping with acne as well.
Yeah, because we also know that women, particularly women with adult acne, are more likely to suffer from hyperpigmentation. And so actually using that sun cream is going to help.
Yeah. And then other things are, we said, good sleep, good stress, just, cleansing not more than twice a day. Good stress management. Good stress. Oh, good stress. I feel stressed now. And then anything else?
I don't think so.
I think that's it.
I think that's everything. And obviously with the mental health component, we know that getting support for that, if you are struggling with it, there is evidence to suggest that having things like cognitive behavioural therapy helps with people who suffer from skin conditions in general. So going to have a chat with your GP if you're struggling to speak about your options, because you are at higher risk of suffering from depression and anxiety if you've got acne.
100%. And as always, we'll put some links in the description about where you can go to get some more information and some more help as well. Okay, we've just been handed these 2 pieces of card from our producer. I don't know what's going on. We've got a red card and a green card each.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Okay, what's going on? What have we got?
Why are you dragging me into this?
My manager Charlie is looking at me like, why am I speaking on the camera right now?
You're never gonna see me. Okay, I've got a question then.
Wait, what's the game?
Oh, I need to explain the game.
Explain the rules. What's going on?
So you've got some cards in front of you, one red and one green, and these are going to be a red flag, so bad advice, wouldn't go for, or green, totally can get behind, is a brilliant idea.
I think we've all established my view on red flags is I still go on dates with them. So I might have distorted views here, but I'm ready to give this a game.
Keep that one firmly in your hands.
Yes.
Okay. Slugging, i.e. coating your face with Vaseline or heavy balms over an active acne breakout. Good idea? Green flag or red flag?
Absolute red flag. That sounds horrible.
That sounds awful.
I mean, I'm all for Vaseline. I actually do love Vaseline. I use Vaseline a bit like Sudocrem.
Do you?
But also just not all over my face.
No, thank you. It's not pleasant, is it?
Yeah.
Everything's going to help.
Total red flag. Oh, oculatives. I'm not a doctor or a scientist, everybody. Trap oil and bacteria. Great for dry skin, but disaster prone for acne skin. So you're bang on the money.
Yay! We got it right. Right, next one. We're ready.
Using a dedicated face towel that no one else in the house is allowed to touch.
Oh. Green flag. Green?
Yeah.
If someone's coming touching my face towel, no.
Sorry, also, anyone else in the face, in the face, anyone else in the house to touch, hopefully, your face towel's not being used by other people, like wiping their ass.
Who uses a towel to wipe their ass?
When you get out the shower, you've got to dry it.
Just a little hand. Yeah, maybe. I know.
What do you mean? Do you not dry your bum?
With my big towel?
Yeah. We digress.
Anywho, dry your bums.
Yeah, it says about cross-contamination being a real thing and keeping your face away from hand towels that everybody else is more hygienic. Okay, can toothpaste be used as an overnight spot treatment?
Ooh.
I'm going to go no.
Correct. Red flag. It's way too alkaline and it will leave you with a chemical burn. Use an actual patch.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be alkaline if it's on the teeth, but then it's just like, I'm going to look up the science.
You can get an alkaline burn.
Interesting. Well, I've never got that when I used it before.
Interesting.
I like this. Science Charlie.
Okay, last one. Skipping SPF in the summer because the sun will dry out your skin.
No! Never skip your SPF.
Do not skip your SPF.
SPF every day.
Every day.
There we go. We love that game.
That was fun.
Yeah, enjoyed that. Thanks, Charlie. I think that brings us to a close of our episode.
I think so, my friend.
God, it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
God, it's good to be back.
Can you not leave me ever again, please?
Okay, fine. Unless we can go to Thailand together next time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening, guys.
Thank you so much. We hope it's been helpful. We hope you've learned something about acne. If you aren't somebody who struggles with acne yourself, now you can understand what people who do are going through. You can understand it is a medical condition. condition.
Yeah.
It's not just going to go away overnight. They might be struggling with mental health. And if you've got acne, we hope that this has got rid of that taboo just a little bit and you feel less alone.
If you have been listening to us on Spotify, remember to click the bell for notifications and give us a 5-star rating.
And if you're listening to us on Apple Music, make sure you give us 5 stars.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, then hello, but please click that subscribe button and like it and comment, and yeah. Amber, I can't believe we've been best friends for 12 years now since medical school.
I know, I can't help but look back and just think how different we are.
I know, and I'm just so glad that as we've got older, we're looking after our health so much more. Like, I've even got a skincare routine now.
Speak for yourself. I've had a skincare routine for ages, and La Roche-Posay's products have been part of that for about 10 years. I love their products so much. They're so good.
Oh my God, yes. I've just discovered their new Effaclar range. I started using the Duo Plus moisturizer just a few months ago, and as someone who's prone to breakouts and blemish-prone skin where they're stressed, it is perfect, and it works super fast as well.
Yeah, so that's because it's got salicylic acid in, which is a key ingredient for blemish-prone skin. Effaclar unclogs pores and helps prevent breakouts, and it can even help to soften the appearance of post-acne marks.
It has genuinely improved my skin so much. I'm just so much more confident now. I just wish I knew about this at university.